This year, the Double 11 set a new record for live streaming e-commerce. Meanwhile, Chinese live streaming e-commerce would encounter its biggest challenge in its birth year. Our next guest speaker will tell her story with her own experience. During the generation of live streaming e-commerce, there is always a stage for you wherever you can show yourself. Go ahead and record the voices of 2020. Let's welcome Yang Tianzhen.
Hi everyone, my name is Yang Tianzhen. I'm really happy to be here and delivering a speech. Unfortunately, not hosting a talk show. Actually, I'm kind of nervous to speak in English, cause I only got 7 on the IELTS test. But I think if I forget my lines later, and things get really awkward, I will just admit it. I run out of the words. How about to the splits instead? That will do, I guess. After all, I will probably be the first guest ever to do the splits at a talk show. My application for Harvard failed because of my poor IELTS score. I didn't let it get me down and was getting ready to apply again next year. Until I found out that my test score had been written as the funny event of the year by some marketing social media account as the protagonist of the story. However, I couldn't say what's funny about it. Like my talk show, all I want to say is that people should always keep on learning and never be limited by age. It doesn't matter if you still lack some ability. And no one should be laughed at for pursuing badminton. Of course, there are a lot of other controversial things about me. For example, I once wore a tight-slapped dress in beige pink for shooting. Then our takes went viral. Many people came to judge me. Why would she wear such a revealing dress when she is so fat? How dare she put her flatty body in that tight dress? I have this magic ability to ignore any criticism like I don't approve of. I wouldn't waste my time to fight back. Instead, I would think about how I can make some changes. I may not be able to change this so-called freedom of taste, but I can help girls in plus-size clothes like me to pick up the weapons of confidence. Our attitude is the weapon. Our clothes are the weapons. This is why I started my own brand, Plasma, dedicated for girls in plus size. I want to deliver this message to you. Please take yourself seriously. Although we're fat, we can still dress ourselves up. We have our own dress code and show up decently on different occasions. And of course, we are ineligible for beauty and confidence. I hope that every plus-sized girl can receive the sincerest praise for both her self-cultivation and her appearance. If we love ourselves in the first place, the world can never neglect us. I've been chubby for years, but I've never been anxious about my body. I went through a gastric band surgery for the sake of my health instead of my weight. How dare I post my double chin on Weibo? How dare I present in short video without makeup? Because I know I'm a good-looking woman. And I know that my beauty has nothing to do with my body. Because I truly believe that I can convey a sense of confidence and beauty. Many girls are still afraid and hurt by attacks and suffering. Being fat is not your fault. It is just a physical condition. we should try to get healthier. But don't blame ourselves for this. Those who are sarcastic with us should work on their taste and self-cultivation. We only need to focus on our growth. I know I can't expect everyone to develop the strong inner strength I mentioned before. I'm always aware that not everyone can be carefree enough to say it's none of your business when they face sarcasm, because it takes a lot to build a strong heart. And to compress those negative feelings like fear, hesitation, and self-depreciation until you can't feel them anymore. It is indeed a painstaking process. I started a plus-size women's wear brand Plus More in the hope that those girls could have a chance to express themselves externally. During the weekly discussing of our clothes style, my team would always try to persuade me to introduce some must-have versatile style because they sell better. However, I'm still looking for some more personalized designs in some details. I want us to drop out of the boring and plain clothes. Practice expressing ourselves through outfits. Make better efforts to love yourself, to help yourself feel delightful and confident, and then become a stronger version of yourself. We should learn to adjust our expectations about the harm. It doesn't matter whether the whole world loves me or not. As long as those who love me willing to know me and care for me, every one of us is an independent individual. And this is who I am. I want to say to the year 2020, whether it is criticism or praise, I will continue to praise myself and live my life this way, because the only answer to life is to keep going and don't stop. The world is big. Just go ahead and speak. I'm Yang Tianzhen. Thank you.